If you're one of those people who like to charge it to their plastic, chances are you're piled up a mountain of debt. And like most people who have spent their way into a financial corner, or probably don't have the money to pay it off. Credit card debt is a serious problem, a problem that won't just simply go away on its own. Unfortunately, many people compound their financial problems by doing just that, ignoring it, because it's such a scary and humbling experience to face head on. This is unfortunately a bad thing considering that people who are in debt need to snap back to their senses and assess whatever it is they still going for them and be ready for the face the debt no matter how overwhelming a problem it appears to be. Okay, so it's time to get real and face the cold, hard reality that you've stumbled a bit, and now it's time to pick up the pieces. Not fun, but the sooner you start, the sooner the oppressive weight of debt can be lifted from you in life, and you can go back to living again. Clearly, the first step is stop using your credit card to buy stuff. Give them a rest, for goodness sakes. Exercise a little discipline, and go back to only buying stuff you can afford, which of course translates into paying for things the old-fashioned way, with cash. Surrendering your credit cards won't be easy, especially for shopaholics like yourself. But then again, if you would simply remind yourself that if you don't do something soon, your debt will balloon out of control, and before you know it, you'll be filing for bankruptcy. It's like the old car commercial that talked about getting your oil change and doing a little preventative maintenance. The tagline was something like, "You can pay me now or pay me later," with a clear implication that you exercise a little bit discipline now, preventative maintenance, or pay me later, a much costlier bill like a new engine. On the other hand, excessively high credit card debt, no matter how much it actually is not the end of the world, although it feels like it. A lot of people who have had the same problem have been given a second financial life after they stopped irresponsibly using credit cards. Of course, they also put in the effort to set up a budget and prioritize paying off their debt and change their spending habits to better reflect their income, and most importantly, they did something completely foreign. They started to actually spend less than they made. So you see, all is definitely not lost, but it will take some effort. Once you decide to start taking financial responsibility, it's time to take action. Be friendly with your creditors, and by friendly I mean asking for their advice on how you can restructure your debt into a plan that you can actually afford without having to starve yourself for years. And don't be afraid to ask for a big reduction in the interest you've been charged and a little forgiveness in the amount of debt you owe. 50% reduction is a good target. Knowing that you're actually interested in taking responsibility for your credit card debt shows a lot of maturity on your part, and your creditors will most probably be more than happy to help you out because 50% of whatever you owe at a lower interest rate is better than the hope of getting 100% of nothing. As in, you filing for bankruptcy. Not that bankruptcy will eliminate all of your debt. It won't, but this is not only a hassle for you, it's also a big hassle for your creditors. Also, your creditors won't give you the money to pay for your credit card debt. They can educate you on what you really need to know about fixing your finances, from learning how to discipline yourself from overspending, having a monthly budget, as well as keeping track of one's expenses is extremely important. If you don't know these things, it's nearly impossible to exhibit proper financial responsibility and to bite the bullet and make the necessary changes. Once you've finally been given a fresh start with regards to your financial life, don't even think of falling back to your same old habits ever again. If your job doesn't let you enjoy some of the life's luxury, then you better make a choice between having a lifestyle change or finding a better paying job, or getting a second job. You have to make sure that your income, no matter how much it is more than you're spending. Remember, credit cards are not the problem. It's your lack of discipline. Learning to exercise discipline and having a credit card or two is not a bad idea. Just be sure to pay off the balance each month and only use them as an alternative to always having to carry around a bunch of cash, which can be a security risk. Thank you all for watching. This has been the Shakaama Live Show. Make sure to donate and support the channel. Subscribe. You've been doing a fantastic job. And like the video. Thank you.